Thanks, Nate. Now we're going to have a closer look with one of our newest staff members, Cassy Bailey with Tricia Shelton.
This week's Staff Spotlight is on Baker's new Dean of Students, Cassy Bailey. Cassy started at Baker in November, so she's still moving into her office, but her path here began a long time ago.
So I went off to college, or to grad school, and I went to Bowling Green State University, and then went to Baldwin Wallace, which is the same Baldwin as John Baldwin, which is the same Baldwin as Baldwin City. So that's kind of a unique time, and that was back in '92 that I did that. And when I was in Baldwin Wallace, I met my husband. He opened a door for me as we walked into the Union, and that's how I met Eric. And Eric is from Baldwin City and a graduate of Baker University. And so, again, my roots back to Baker are long, it's about 16 years.
Cassy's husband is still in Arkansas, but for now, she has her 2 children to keep her company.
My kids are my joys of my life. They really are. Emma is 9. She just turned 9. She's a 3rd grader. Some fun things to know about Emma is that she just donated a foot of hair, so 12 inches of hair, to Locks of Love. And she chose to do that one in particular. There are many organizations that do take hair, but she chose to take that one in particular because they, the number one reason, although most people think it's cancer, the number one reason that Locks of Love make the wigs is for alopecia. And alopecia is a hereditary genetic disease that affects people, and they have no body hair, whether it be on the top of their scalp or their eyebrows, etc. And that is something that her grandfather has, Walt Bailey, and so, who is my father-in-law, obviously, and a professor here. And it's also something his sister has, and so Emma felt like this would be some way for her to give back and honor her grandfather. Jacob is my 7-year-old. If anybody has met Jacob, he's probably walked up and shook your hand and said something like, "Oh, my name is Jacob, and it's nice to meet you." He is my born entrepreneur and salesperson. He has a love of sports and has probably the biggest heart that I know of anybody.
When she's not busy with her family or job, she enjoys reading for pleasure.
Typically I get home from work and obviously make dinner, and we do activities of whatever the kids are doing, and then I put them to bed and I get right back onto email. So no, I read. I read every night. Reading, it relaxes me.
Tricia Shelton, KNBU TV.
Thanks, Tricia. Members of the Baker Orange went down to Wichita this weekend. Let's take a look.
On April 6, 2 vans full of Baker Orange staff headed out to Wichita to attend the Kansas Associated Collegiate Press. Basically, the KACP is a combination of conferences and contests specifically designed for college newspapers. Students stayed overnight at the hotel at Old Town in Wichita as the KACP lasted until April 7th. When they weren't in conferences or winning awards, students mingled and explored the downtown scenery. Private and public colleges across the state make the trek up to KACP to learn from each other's newspapers and, of course, bring home the bacon. 8 colleges competed in the private college division. For 4-year colleges, the newspaper competition was separated into public and private divisions. Out of 23 categories, the Baker Orange took first place in 15 of them, including first place for feature writing, editorials, and special sections, just to name a few. Overall, the Orange had 42 winning entries, including a full sweep of the multimedia storytelling category. Baker Orange's Chancey Long even gave a presentation about the Orange's website and navigated the audience through the campus's online world. At the end of the day, the Orange won the Gold Award for its online accomplishments and took home the All-Kansas Award for 4-year private highest point total. Orange editor Genelia Myers received the Journalist of the Year award among all 4-year schools.
I didn't go in thinking that I was going to win that. I wasn't concerned about that. I think we're to a point where we're pretty established, so when we go into the competition, people know who we are, and that's kind of awkward, but at the same time, you shouldn't feel bad for being successful. I have no doubt in next year's editor, next year's staff, and Gwen overseeing them, that we will continue to be successful in the future.
Assistant Professor of Mass Media Dave Bostwick also attended the KACP.
Take students to this, try to think of it as a bonding experience, and if you win awards, great. If you don't want to judge the whole year by awards won. So I just think it's a good time, and if you win awards, it makes it even better. But the awards are kind of secondary to the conference and the bonding time.
With all the Baker Orange's success this year, it has high hopes to continue its standards of achievement. I'm Jessica Mulvaney, KNBU TV.
Let's take a quick commercial break.
The Baldwin City Golf Course is a golf course that anyone can play. But what did the students of Baker University think of Baldwin City's lone golf facility?
I think it's a good place to go. If you're not an experienced golfer, you can just go out there, have some fun. You don't take it too serious. It's a good time.
The golf course here in Baldwin City is also not only used just for golfing. Many student athletes have even had practices and competitions on the course, such as cross-country meets and other running events.
I think it's a good time and a bad time. I mean, as a track athlete, I do a lot of the hard workouts out there, but it's also good on the weekends. You go out there and shoot 9.
For many students, the golf course is a great way to escape the hassles of everyday schoolwork and let off some steam.
Well, when it's nice out in the summer, I lived over here in the summer. I went out 3 to 4 times a week, because I didn't have much to do, only working a job for about 3 hours a day. But probably in the spring, probably once a week during school, and then winter, don't go out there because of the weather. But
Baldwin City's only golf course enables people to have a good time while playing golf.
Well, the only time I've been out there is during Dad's Day, and I think that's a really good time. It's a good bonding experience, and
some students on campus have had many great and memorable moments on the city's golf course.
Well, on about the 8th hole, it was a hot summer day, and I passed out while walking around on the 8th hole. I had to go get a Gatorade or two, but I was cool after that.
Reporting for KNBU TV, I'm Zack Rockey.
In a minute, we're going to kick it to the Baker sport team. But right now, we're going to take a look at Baker's Frisbee team with Reina Murphy.
A new club that has been formed at Baker University this year is the Baker University Ultimate Frisbee Team, also known as BOOF. One of the creators of the club, PJ Matulka, spoke to me about why he wanted to start a Frisbee club.
We wanted to create a team because a lot of people showed interest. A lot of people wanted to play competitively as well as recreationally. So we just decided, why not? When I get some funding, maybe go to a couple of tournaments and share the Frisbee love.
Dominique Atkins, also creator of Booth, shared with me how the group became official and why she wanted to create the group.
We go to Student Senate, we had to get approved, we got some funding through Student Senate, which was really cool, and we elected officers, we have captains, we play weekly, we have practices when the weather is decent for competitive play. You're out on campus and you see people throwing a Frisbee around, and that's kind of how we all got to know each other, just tossing a Frisbee together, and through talking we realized that we all have a mutual love for Ultimate Frisbee and decided it would be really cool if we could get a team going here.
Booth intends to play competitively. PJ spoke with me about upcoming tournaments.
Well, tournaments are all throughout the year. We did not get on the ball in time for the spring. We will be trying to host a tournament in the fall here at Liston, right here on the beautiful turf. It'll be great, so hopefully that draws a lot of teams. And then probably hopefully go to another 2 tournaments in the fall.
A member of Booth, Coop Cooper, explained to me why he wanted to join the club.
I really enjoy playing Ultimate. It's one of my favorite things to do here at Baker, and there's a lot of really cool people that I spend time with outside of Booth, and when they come, we get to come out and hang out here as well. So it's been really fun, and that's why.
New members are always welcome to join Booth. PJ let me know how to get involved.
Definitely, we have games every Tuesday, Thursday night at 9, right here at Liston. Great facility with the turf, as well as some of the great people on campus. I think some of the best people on campus that come out and play. Really, just if you enjoy the sport, if you enjoy getting a good workout, you can come on out. If you'd like to take it a step farther, there is a membership fee of $15, and that includes a sweet Ultimate disc. It's orange, has a ninja on it, and also has our Frisbee team name, the Baker Breakers. So you can get that as well as come to all of our tournaments and compete on our team.
Reina Murphy, KNBU TV.
And now we're going to take a quick commercial break.